And welcome to Clackamas Community College. We are here in Oregon City, Oregon, and it's the latest NWAC Game of the Week right here on NSN between Clackamas Community College Cougars and the Umpqua Community College Riverhawks. And welcome to it here. Mike Koreski with you, and with me, the trusty sidekick. He is the bottle to the water. That is the coach, Gary Akiyama. How are you today, Mr. Abe?
Hey, I am doing great, Maverick. This is going to be a pretty intense game, but both teams have ladies that can really bring it to the hoop.
And exactly, and as you're watching the Umpqua lineup being introduced, Sawyer Klug is the one to take a look at there. And she's part of their big three, which is number 2 in the conference, the ladies squad.
Right, yeah. Sawyer, she's basically the glue to this team. She's the team's leading scorer at 20.41 average.
Trying to get that upset today. And Joe Payne, she's their franchise. She's coming out right now. Talk about her, Gary.
Yeah, Joe basically is the glue to this team. She is so tough. She's going to be a tough matchup because of her quickness. And offensively, she does everything, averaging over 21 points a game, averaging close to 12 rebounds a game, and also in assists, close to 5 assists a game. Played high school ball here at Oregon City and born in the Los Angeles area. She's going to be a force to reckon with.
And also keep an eye on Emma Plattner, 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. So, Gary, the keys today, what do they need to get the upset? What does Clackamas need to do?
Clackamas is going to have to contain the tenacity of Umpqua Community College. Basically, Sawyer Klug, Anna Mum, Sydney Clark, Jasmine Davis. You cannot let up on anyone. You're going to have to play everyone true and honest.
Well, and Coach Martineau, 18th season in coaching. He's closing on 400 wins for the Clackamas Cougars. I remember hearing him here in their pregame workout session there. He was saying we're a lot better at this point of the season than we were in November. And then he also stressed box out.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to have to box out the post players on UCC.
So with Clackamas, that's number 24, Mary Hutchins, 5'8" sophomore from Forest Grove. Works back to Hutchins. A little post play right there. And as they're working it around, good defense by Umpqua at this point. And there's a steal. Here they come. That's number 4, Jasmine Davis.
Yeah.
They got on the break right away, Gary.
Yeah, she's probably one of the quickest point guards in the league. She's second in the NWAC in assists. So keep an eye on her distributing it to the players.
So the starters there, Gary, there's number 32, Joe Payne, which we talked about earlier. Number 10, Emma Plattner, which we mentioned as well. And also on the floor there, you have 54, Lauren Lindley. Number 33, Lexi Pittman. Kind of picked up the loose ball, Gary, and collected the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have to really contain her. They're not boxing out right now. I know it's early in the game, but you're definitely going to have to box out underneath the basket.
Some fantastic hustle there by the Cougars. Plattner ended up with it. And then there's the spin cycle. Joe Payne. There we go.
Yeah, you got to contain that. If they don't contain Joe Payne, it's going to be a long night.
And there's Jasmine Davis there at the top trying to find some room. Umpqua working it around, trying to find that opening. Davis and Bilbrew change positions there. The three-pointer's way off base. And that was number 22, Sawyer Klug.
Well, so far for Clackamas, their zone is working on Umpqua, so Umpqua is going to have to figure that out pretty quickly here.
Well, and the thing is, Gary, they're not getting like the real looks that we thought they would right after, especially after their first basket.
Yeah, it's both teams still trying to figure out what to do, and it's early in the game yet, so there shouldn't be any issues, later in the game. But right now they're just trying to get a feel for each other. And
they figured it out here. Umpqua retains possession. Davis with the 3, 6-5 in favor of the Cougars. 7:37 left in the first quarter. And now they come back up the floor. Looks like an offensive foul right there. And here comes Umpqua looking to take the lead. Jasmine Davis looks over for some instructions. And here we go. Now, what kind of zone are you seeing there right now from Clackamas there, Gary?
Well, right now Clackamas is kind of playing a 1-3-1, but actually it's a disguised 2-3. They're showing the one up on the top and then dropping back.
So do you think they're going to do a lot of mixing on the defenses tonight, Gary?
Yeah, I believe they are. They're just trying to show different sets and different offense and defenses. Coach Martineau wants to mix it up against Umpqua.
And substitution in for the Cougars, 22, Nicole Hermioso, right. In for 54, Lauren Lindley. Back up the floor come the Red Hawks. And that's number 13, Tasha Bilbrew. Shot's no good. And it looks like a foul on the play. And that was number 32, Jo Payne. First foul of the night for her.
Well, Joe's going to go inside and try to stop that ball. And the key for Joe is not to get too aggressive. I know she's a very aggressive player, wants to hit the boards hard. But if she can keep out of foul trouble, that's going to be a key for the Cougars.
Sawyer Klug misses the first. She converts the second. And we are looking at a tie game, 6-6. Under 7 minutes left in the opening quarter of the NWAC Game of the Week. Really, Gary, it's not a bad decision there to do the foul, put them to the foul line there, because they struggle a little bit as a team from the foul line, the Cougars do.
Right.
So she converts the second one as well, 8-6 in favor of the Cougars. And now here comes Umpqua back.
Nice shot.
Yeah, Maddie Pape cans it. 5'10" guard. So now Clackamas, what are they looking to establish here? They're going to be looking next time up the floor, because there was a steal. And then Jo Payne tried to get it back, and it looks like they're going to let Umpqua retain possession on that. What did you think of it?
Yeah, that was a close call. That was almost a foul by Jo Payne, because to contain Jasmine, she is so quick, Mike, that you just got to really have your sense about you where she's at.
Well, and sometimes the aggressiveness just gets the best of you, right, when you're out there on the floor like that.
Right. Well, yeah, this is an important game for not only Umpqua, but for Clackamas. Far as the standings, I mean, Umpqua's 4-0 in conference. Clackamas is 2-1. So if they can get a win here and make it 3-1 for them and 4-1 for Umpqua, that would help out in the conference.
Earlier foul was on Lexi Pittman, and now Umpqua's trying the best they can to get something down right now. Feisty D from the Cougars.
Yeah, it's just what we call organized chaos out there right now. So seriously, everyone wants to win this game. Everyone's playing hard, but they're just got to settle down here a little bit.
That's funny, organized chaos. That kind of sounds like my life as well. There's a travel being called right there. So Clackamas gets it back in this tie game, 8-8, just under 6 minutes left. So very good effort so far from the Cougars.
Yeah, interesting. Clackamas, Jo Payne always puts the ball out. She's, their post player, but she's the one that inbounds the ball.
Well, yeah, and she does quite a bit of handling, too, to set the offense up.
Yeah, she is a good ball handler and dribbler.
Well, and I noticed, Gary, they did a little bit different on the starting lineup. They started number 54, Lauren Lindley, and normally they do not. So they were trying to get a little more size to start the game before they went to the regular rotation off the bench.
Right.
And speaking of, here she comes back in ready.
Yeah, she'll be in there and really contribute to this game.
So there's Davis trying to find some daylight. Throws it right to number 24 for Clackamas. And there was Payne. Found a lot of hands rejecting that shot. Loose ball picked up. No good. Oh, almost a steal. Nice pass from Umpqua there. But they overpassed, Gary.
Yeah.
One too many passes.
Yeah, they're not expecting that pass, and you got to expect that pass.
Here come the Cougars. Oh, that was a really nice play by Jo Payne there, Gary. She really collected herself, made a really nice move to the hoop there. Very under control.
Yeah, nice jump stop there, and then going up, realizing that someone's going to be there to foul her.
So Payne picks up the foul, draws the foul, and going to the line for two. Interesting here, Gary. There's only one Cougar on the line.
Yeah,
three of them back here. They just
right.
is it the transition thing they just don't want? Is that the deal?
Yeah, I don't think they want to run with Umpqua, and most teams don't want to. So that's a smart call by Coach Martineau. just to have them back already and ready for the set the defense.
So Lindley back into the game, replaces Pittman, and Payne misses both of them. Like I was telling you, it's not a bad strategy, to be honest. You might want to Google up those free throw percentages there for the team.
Well, if we look at, I don't have to Google it up, actually. I got it right here.
Oh, you should have said, let me whip that up for you.
yeah.
That's more of the mystique.
Make it sound better, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's the mystique, Googs. Come on, coach.
Yeah.
And the bad pass is collected there by Lindley, and here comes Payne leading the break. Nice dish.
Pass, nice assist.
Nice assist to Nicole Hermoso Wright.
Umpqua's got to get back in transition, or they're going to get burned on that.
And Clackamas did a really nice job getting back on the D, but Jasmine Pittman, dagger.
Right. So they're looking for to go the inside. They think Umpqua's going to go inside. You leave the top key open, and that's going to be open every time. You got to be true to the players.
It's finding the open spaces, right, Gary?
Absolutely.
And so as Clackamas is working that ball around, and there's Payne once again. Nice look, but a really nice swat. Swats Lindley right there, and here comes Umpqua. Shot no good by Klug. She hasn't quite got going yet, Gary. I thought she was going to can a couple of those open looks already.
Yeah, she'll get warmed up here. When she does, you'll notice it on the board significantly.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one. So Clackamas working that ball around. Payne looking over to Coach Martineau for the play, and like we talked about, she even instigates the plays a lot of time, initiates the offensive sets.
Yeah, that's very interesting when you have your post player be acting like a point guard.
Yeah, there's that three-pointer there. No good by Hermoso Wright. So here comes Umpqua. It was good defense there, forced the Mum travel. They had a triple team there when she got the ball, and she pulled up to look for the pass, but in the meantime, they called steps. So 10-10. We've got a great game on our hands here. Just about 3 minutes left in the opening quarter. And, you know, Gary, this is kind of reminding me of our last NWAC game of the week between Clark College and Lane Community College, ladies.
Right. You had, of course, Lane undefeated still and ranked number 1, and you have Clark just trying to pull an upset and be on their heels. And I think this is what Clackamas is trying to establish early in the game.
Yeah, because Clackamas has received one more vote than Clark, and then you're talking Umpqua's number 2 to Lane's 1 in the conference. So it's almost the same kind of dynamic.
Yeah, it is. And this conference is so diversified, and meaning that any team can knock a team out on any given day because everyone's so talented.
And I know once you get the abacus rolling there, Googs, you're going to have some stats to support it.
Yeah, I will.
And the three-pointer was good right there. Clackamas gets up 13-10. Here comes Umpqua back. Good zone extension there on Davis, so she had to give the ball up. And there we go. We talked about Sawyer Klug. She's on the board.
Yeah, if they're going to play 2-3 zone on her, that's in favor of Umpqua, especially with their outside shooting.
Well, and it seems the looks they've gotten so far, Gary, have been very 8 to 10, 12 feet out.
Right.
They might want to watch that because she's going to get moving on it. So Clackamas taking a look there, and that is Mary Hutchins trying to find something. Yeah. The ball is swung over in the corner. Three-pointer no good by Ali Rojas. Umpqua bringing it back down. There's the turnover.
Yep, that's going to be a key as well.
Got a 2-on-2 break happening. And Hutchins spots in the corner. Over for Plattner. No such luck. Kind of waiting for Plattner to find her feet as well, Gary, because she's their second leading scorer with 14 points, chipping in 3 rebounds and 3 assists a game. Right.
She's a player as well. So they got quite a bit. You got Klug, they got for Umpqua, but Clackamas has a lot of other outside players that no one pays attention to, and that's what's good. So you have to in this game.
Well, and there was a good thought there, trying to get that passed into the post. Unfortunately, there was a green shirt right in front of it. Looking at the replay there, Gary, that was Plattner there with the last look. Didn't quite go down. She collects the pass, though. Here comes Clackamas. They're really looking to get things done in that corner. They seem to, when the ball is swinging around, it goes right into that deep corner there that you're seeing right now.
Yeah, that's the key to good ball movement. You try to suck the defense to play in the middle or up, and then that corner will be open.
Great defense there by Umpqua. The zone collapsed there on Payne. And there's Davis pushing it up.
Boy, she's having a good game. No one's stopping her. She's so quick. You've got to stop the person with the ball.
Well, yes, and when they have contained her, she's found Klug. So it seems like the two right at the top of that offense are really attacking the Cougars.
Nice three there.
Yeah, that was a nice stroke for Clackamas, and that was Mary Hutchins, the sophomore. So still a tight game, but you're kind of seeing Umpqua getting a bit closer looks, Gary, and the last couple times down, when there hasn't been a basket for Clackamas, you've seen them trying to force the ball a little bit inside.
Right, Clackamas, they need to maybe even switch to a man because that zone Umpqua right now is, in fact, they just switched to a man.
And there was Sawyer Klug, no good there, but the rebound was collected by number 11, Sid Clark.
Trying to finish underneath.
And Hutchins collects the rebound, and she's bringing it back up. So let's see what can happen here. And there's Payne at the top, like we talked about, way out there. Oh, that was close. That would have been a momentum shift, Gary.
That would have.
That was what you call a heat check. And right now the check is cold.
Yeah, it'll warm up, though. Don't worry.
Oh, you got it. Oh, there was a nice play right there. Ali Rojas, I don't know. She might have had some ball, Gary. What do you think?
Yeah, it sure looked like it. It looked like it.
So, yeah, Sawyer Klug going to the line for two right there. Boy, that was a questionable one, Gary. But, once again, I don't think Umpqua shoots free throws. I think they're a little bit better than Clackamas on team percentage.
Yeah, they're slightly better. They're shooting 70% from free throw land, and Clackamas not too far behind at 68.
Well, and being the coach as you are, Mr. Multnomah University, when you look at free throw percentage, for your squad and in general, what do you want to see for team percentage?
You want to see at the minimum, Maverick, minimum 70%. You really do.
That's kind of what I was thinking. And if you can get up to 80, you're like the queens of the whole thing.
Yeah, 80. And if you're 90%, God bless you. But
for a team, there's not many.
No.
But, you get in those mid-70s, high 70s, and you feel pretty good about yourself, right? Well, and the thing is, Gary, when you have a percentage that high, you can run the offense so much better. You have so much more confidence to try different things, too.
You can try different things because, worst case scenario, hey, they'll foul you, and you can go to the free throw line, and you're going to shooting, you'll probably make them. And
Lexi Pittman getting ready to go back in for Clackamas, but it's been a fantastic first quarter, 16 apiece. What have you been seeing so far? Talk to me.
Well, I've seen both teams, getting up and down the court. Both teams were initially a little bit, like I said, organized chaos. They were just trying to get a feel for each other. But I think they're going to settle down here heading into the second quarter. And I think we'll see a totally different controlled game from here on out.
And we're going to take a quick break right now. But when we come back, more of this game of the week. It started out great, and we're betting our chips that it's going to continue that way. 16 apiece after one on the NSN Sports Network. And back to it here. NSN Game of the Week. And there's Joe Payne with the fadeaway. Not quite. Scramble underneath the boards. There's a loose ball. Pittman picks it up. Back to Payne. And here comes Clackamas there, working the offense. A little bit of weave there. Joe Payne keeps it on the fake. And here we go. Klug over to Davis. Is she going to pull up? Oh, Gary, I thought she got away with a double dribble.
She did.
She got away with a double dribble.
I went, wait a minute. I haven't seen that before.
Well, from a turnover to an assist to 32 Anna Mum.
Yep.
Boy, you take that gift. And she
absolutely.
Yeah, she'd acted like it was nothing different.
Yep.
Just another play. So that puts Umpqua back in front, 18-16. Now they're working around Umpqua's D, Gary. They're really giving them fits out there on the perimeter.
Yeah, their D is at this point playing pretty solid. Got to block out, though.
That's right. Rachel Johnny, number 11, freshman from Wells, Nevada. She cleaned it up on aisle 10 right there, Gary.
Yeah.
Pittman gets called for the block. I think she was shifting just a bit on that right there.
So this could be interesting because Clackamas normally likes to play zone. In fact, 90% of their plays are zone. They like to do the 2-3 zone, that 1-2-2 that we talked about earlier, Maverick, which is really a disguised 2-3. So Umpqua's, going to really thrive on that. And it's interesting if Coach is going to keep that zone defense.
Can you hear?
Sid Clark at the line for the River Hawks. She collects the first one.
Testing.
And for the Cougars, Lauren Lindley back in the game. And Clark misses the second, but real nice box out there by Lindley. Payne picks it up. Over to 24, Mary Hutchins. Back to Lindley.
Yeah, Umpqua in there man-to-man right now.
And Joe Payne. See if she can work that out. Oh, nice kick out for the three. Not quite. Mary Hutchins. Everything was good, but the end result.
Behind the back. Good distribution. Oh, my word.
Nice play, but a travel on the end there by Sid Clark. Boy, Jasmine Davis was playmaking.
Yeah. Coach says Jasmine Davis, if you had to describe her, she's unselfish, she has no emotion, and plays like poker face. And she did, on that double dribble. She just said, hey, just as normal. And you don't really see too much emotion from her.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
No emotion. That was the last thing thought I was going to hear from you.
Right.
And one. Joe Payne, the franchise.
Yeah. Joe Payne, she knows what's going on here. She's probably going to play Division I somewhere because she was at Santa Clara last year. Mm-hmm. And the reason she left to come to play here at Clackamas is because the entire Santa Clara women's basketball staff got fired.
Wow.
So,
and you've kind of talked about this. You were talking about this earlier today.
Right.
With some of your experiences, how there's when a whole coaching staff is cleaned out, a lot of the players are like, forget it.
Yeah, they don't like that structure. They like structure. They don't like the one that's iffy and who's who and trying to figure things out. So she came back for her sophomore year at Clackamas.
Well, and talk about this, Gary, when you're talking about a recruiting situation, and Joe Payne takes the charge right there too. The foul is on Sid Clark. The thing is too, Gary, when you talk about that, when you do the recruiting process and you kind of form that, that friendship relationship with the player, and then they come in there and then all of a sudden they're gone. Yeah, as a player, what's going through your head?
Yeah, well, you're going through your head. Well, I don't know this new staff. Do they really like me? Would they keep me? Are they going to say what they're going to? The first staff said to me. So there's a lot of doubts. So
Lauren Lindley there, she cleans up the mess there and draws the foul. She's been doing some yeoman's work down low there.
And ladies, they like to have stability too. So when the whole staff, exits. They're looking to find someone that they can trust and feel comfortable with. And, of course, she's played ball here at Oregon City Mavericks, so why not come back to Clackamas? Yeah, I see. So it was she went kind of with the familiarity. Right. After that experience. So, yeah, I think you're right. She has great handles, Gary. And I'm sure if you move up to the 4-year situation, she'd probably do a little more post or a little more guard, actually, wouldn't you say? Yeah, that's a tough one. At 6 foot, she wouldn't be a true center, but she could probably play off guard or play the wing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very deceptive moves there, too. Like we talked about, she collects that ball so good on the break and gains control of it. Right. Has that wonderful fadeaway shot. So we're looking at 22-19 in favor of the Cougars. Upset special? Maybe.
We'll try to start that train, say third quarter, Gary. Is that what we usually say?
Yeah, usually in the third quarter.
We talk a little more.
You can kind of determine that.
Yeah, Umpqua working it around. Jasmine Davis, the no emotion Jasmine Davis, 4-3, ties it up.
Boy, she is really playing a great game so far.
Oh, Joe Payne going to the house. Beautiful move, but not quite. And here we go. There she is with the ball again. Oh, that one there, it was another nice bounce pass, but Maddie Pape, she was expecting it, but it came on with a little more mustard than usual.
Well, you always got to expect whoever has the ball that, if you don't have the ball, expect to get the ball. I don't care where you are on the court, you always expect to get the ball.
Definitely. So here we go. And Clackamas working that around. Jasmine Davis right at the top, directing the traffic like we've seen so much of this game already. And there's Davis for a 3. Not quite. Oh!
Nice follow-up.
Yeah, she snuck in there. She snuck in. Anna Mum.
Yeah.
Right past Joe Payne. Yeah, the 32 battle there.
Yeah. She's starting to get in gear now.
Yeah, spirited crowd, Gary, today. And I was asking you what you thought the crowd would be like, and you were telling me, well, you're thinking like the number 2 ranked team is going to draw some people in here, and it certainly has.
Yeah, not bad for a Saturday afternoon.
Well, and Clackamas has really put a lot of spirit there. And looking at the first quarter stats, Senor Abacus, do you have a couple of things to point out?
Well, one thing I'm really impressed from the first half stat, Jasmine Davis, 9 points, leading all scorers. And that's with her tenacity and her quickness is what's getting it to her. Turnovers, 14-6 difference in favor of Clackamas.
And then looking at Joe Payne's night so far, at least after one quarter, she was looking at 4 points, 2 assists, and a steal. So she was already starting to fill up that stat sheet after a quarter.
Right.
And it's just kind of continued. And there she is. Oh
boy, uncontested. You got to finish when you're that close.
Yep, if there's 3 things that bother you, that's one of them, right, Coach?
Yep, that's one of them.
Yeah, and Payne found her there, too. Found Ali Rojas, who just slipped past the defense. It just didn't happen. And see right away, Gary, 5-point swing because of that 3-pointer from Anna Mum.
Well, I'm called, really passing well. And Jasmine there on that play, nice skip pass to the corners. They are passing in every category very well right now.
Well, and now I can see why Clackamas is keeping 3 ladies back on the free throws because they're transitioning just fantastic.
Oh, with Umpqua's guards, there is no way that you're going to keep up with them. And it's smart, though, for Coach Jim Martineau to know that and counteract to that.
And there's that 3-pointer by Mom, a little step back.
Yep.
Swish.
Yeah, she's the real deal, believe me.
So Clackamas bringing in some other players here, shifting it out. Payne at the line for another one. She cans that.
Nice.
Shortens that lead 27-24 in favor of the visiting Umpqua Riverhawks.
2-3 zone Clackamas is putting on them right now.
Yeah, that was a good collapse, too. And Jasmine Davis, she got a little moving quick before she collected the ball. So she saw there was a bit of a space there that she had. And that's what has to happen because Clackamas has to collapse on the post passes.
If there's any weakness on Umpqua, and it's actually their turnovers, they lead the league in turnovers, averaging 20 turnovers a game.
Pittman collects it there. Over to Plattner. Back to Payne. And they're doing their weave there.
Yep.
Plattner spots up. Not quite. It was a nice work to get the open shot for sure.
Man-to-man's working so far for Umpqua.
Yeah, Payne took the charge right there.
Yeah, Payne was established, well established.
Yeah, Maddie Pape, she just couldn't quite get the control there, and Payne just knew it.
Well, I don't even think Maddie saw her there.
I think you're right. It was like, turn around.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Good.
And right now we're going to get a little bit of insight on the court with our guest sideline reporter, Shelby Meter. Take it away, Shelby. What are you seeing today?
I'm seeing it's a really close game right now. I mean, at this point, it can be anyone's game. It's a 3-point game. You have Umpqua right now, and they're tenacious. Their defensive is so strong. And then you have Clackamas now that's trying to close the gap. So at this point, I'd say it's anyone's game. Back to you guys.
And thank you very much, Shelby. So Clackamas brings it back. Interesting sight there, Gary. Joe Payne was tying her shoe while the offense was running.
Yeah,
that was a little bit different.
I've never seen that happen in a game
I'd
either.
kind of work that into the offense, to be honest. I think when she could say a couple things, and then, the other players run around a little bit.
Look at nice battle there. Nice battle.
Yeah, and for the Cougars, that was number 24, Mary Hutchins, trying to draw the charge there. But she picks up the foul.
Yeah, when you got somebody like Jasmine and you're trying to stop her, boy, you better be in fifth gear.
Yeah, and someone that quick, Gary, and you have to establish position, that's tough.
Yeah, it's very tough.
That's tough because you can't get a read on when you have to stay still. Real nice post move there by number 32, Anna Mumm.
Yeah, they're starting to go inside now with Mumm and Sawyer, so the defense is going to have to really tighten up.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep collapsing even more, but then that leaves that 3 open, and so far Jasmine Davis has been able to knock that down.
Right.
And so as we got Clackamas here, that's Joe Payne at the 3 line. Good defense on her by Umpqua, though.
Yeah, they're playing good man-to-man right now, really are. Look at that.
Oh, beautiful move by Payne, but good defense there by Umpqua number 30, Olivia Williams.
Umpqua's blocking out as well. You're not seeing Clackamas blocking out to try to get the boards, and that's one other area that Clackamas is going to have to do to be in position.
Most definitely. And here comes Jasmine Davis back up the court. And NSN wanted to just give a quick shout-out and a thought to Charisse. We're thinking of you and your son today, and thanks to all that you do for NSN. 29-24 here in favor of the visiting Umpqua Riverhawks. Shot was off. Here comes Clackamas back. There's Joe Payne.
Yep.
Yeah, the defense has really been clamping down on her, Gary.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be one of the keys.
But the 3 for Clackamas is good. Mary Hutchins dials it up. They need a couple more of those, Gary, to kind of get the momentum back, because right now Umpqua's kind of grabbing control of this thing.
Yeah, if you're doubling up on Joe Payne, someone's going to always have to be open. It's two gals on one, someone's open.
Oh, good ball movement there. And Sid Clark did a little shake and bake fake there and the make.
Yeah, Sydney, she runs well. She's very athletic. And basically, Coach says Sydney Clark is their three-point scorer.
Well, speaking of threes, Plattner tried the 3 there off the mark. And here we go back. Not quite. Not quite there for 32, Anna Mumm. Payne coming back. Kicks over in the corner for the 3. Doesn't fall for Hutchins. And there's a jump ball on the play.
Jump ball there, yeah. Clackamas, once again, they are really going to have to get the block out. Okay, watch the three-point attempt there. Doesn't make it. And makes that one, yeah. So, look, tricked me there. Nice camera work.
Fooled you. And that is the beauty of live broadcasting, folks. You just don't see that all the time unless you're with us.
Thanks for digging me out of a hole there, Maverick.
I do what I can, Googs. I do what I can. So 1:45 left in the second quarter, and Umpqua 31-27 lead and the ball. And they're working that around, trying to get that low post inside-out thing working, but there's a turnover on the play. Talk about the battle of the coaches, the coaching matchup. We haven't talked a lot about them, both very esteemed and both a lot of W's in their careers.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And actually, they're good friends as well, so this makes it even more fun for the coach. Coach Dave Strickland, their 19th year at the UCC. He was the 2014-2015 South Region Coach of the Year, and Coach Strickland's going on over 700 wins in his collegiate career.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah, so he knows the game, and he's a gamer, and he's just been a fantastic job with Riverhawks.
So Payne, the three-pointer didn't happen. Umpqua comes back. Payne! Block party. Get that shot out of here.
Yeah, nice block there by Joe Payne. She read the ball just right, and she's very deceptive with her speed, as you noticed there, Mike.
Yeah, it looked like Sid Clark had her by 3 lengths.
But you gotta block out. You gotta.
Yeah, Maddie Pape kind of got twisted with Lindley there in their feet.
Yeah.
And Lindley was perfect for the hoop there.
Well, there's a nice post that was set up down there you didn't see as well to make that happen.
So as they're working the ball around, Lindley kicking to the corner there. Oh, Plattner thought she saw something with Payne there, but she was breaking for the hoop.
Yeah.
And now here's that block right there. There was Sid Clark.
Look at that nice block.
Beautiful, too.
Yeah.
All ball.
Perfect control. Control.
Yeah, that was good stuff. Payne has flashes of so many good things athletically.
Yeah, well, she is their glue and their real deal, so they're depending on her a lot.
Hashtag the franchise.
Yep.
And Umpqua for the 3. Not quite for number 13, Tasha Bilbrew. And here comes Plattner back for Clackamas. She's still waiting to get her stats going and her shot down today. So we'll see what happens. But there's Payne bringing it up top, looking to Coach Martineau for the play.
Yeah, they'll play for 1. They'll just play for 1. They'll start their set going here in about 1 second. Here we go.
Yeah, she's directing. Shot clock's about a second different from the game clock.
Yeah, the broken play. The play got broken, so now she has to shoot it. Oh, nice shot.
And Payne's like, that was a broken play, but we're going to take it.
Yeah, 3 points, but she's a little frustrated
because
they were not running their sets at all.
Yeah,
Coach
she's talking to Coach.
saying, hey, why did you take that shot? And she's saying, Coach, the play wasn't there. I had to take it.
Well, I think he was fine with the shot with 3 seconds left, Gary, I think was what led up to it.
Yeah, well, anytime you make the 3-point shot, no coach is going to complain. I guarantee you that.
But I've never seen a player hit a 3 and be like, really? Really? This is what we got out of it?
Right.
But you need a little luck, Gary. When you're talking upset specials, as you can see, Umpqua just had everyone locked down, and Payne's just like, fine, I'll do it myself.
Right.
But you look at her reaction, she's just like,
she's a perfectionist.
And right now we're going to get in touch with Shelby Meter once again. What do you got for us, Shelby?
Hey guys, I'm here with the coach of Clackamas Cougars, and it's a really close game, Coach. And with that last points that you had right there, how do you foresee this second half of the game going?
Well, I think it's going to be very, very similar to what we just got done doing. We're going to have to play hard and battle and keep defending like we're doing and make a couple more shots. So, and had a couple sloppy turnovers toward the end. We gave them a little bit of a lead. We got lucky and hit a big shot there to kind of cut it to 3. So.
We did, definitely. And you have Jill Payne out there. She's doing amazing out there, and it seems like the team is, kind of really relying on her. Do you think she can keep going like that?
She better. She better. So, yes, we definitely need her to do that. So.
All right, well, best of luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
And thank you very much, Shelby, talking to Coach Martineau. And the thing I love about him, Gary, is he's just like, yeah, that didn't quite happen, that end of that last play, but we're going to take that. What do you see so far, Mr. Abacus?
Well, what I see so far is you got the leading scorers. It's kind of like David and Goliath. You got Jasmine Davis leading with 12 points, and she's tied with Big Joe Payne of the Cougars with 12 points. So it's a David-Goliath situation. So they're going to have to adjust to that at halftime on their defenses and their offensive schemes. And looking at the turnovers, I mean, there's a ton of turnovers in this game so far. 27 for the Riverhawks.
Wow.
And the Cougars have 19.
Wow.
So it's been a lot of, and a lot of that was organized chaos in the first quarter.
Well, and really quick, Gary, with the coach aspect at you, when you see that many turnovers, are you shaking your head?
Oh yeah, you're going nuts when you see those type of turnovers. They're going to try to settle the ball and adjust to that in the second half.
See, but Gary, you keep us entertained, and that's what it's all about. So we're going to toss to break for halftime, but we've got a great one on our hands. It's 33-30 in favor of the visiting Umpqua Riverhawks right here on the NSN Network.
competition, community. That's what the NWAC stands for, the Northwest Athletic Conference. And what we're doing on NWAC Talk today is talking with former NWAC players, and they moved on to the next level to see how that has helped them. With me is Miranda Schmeling. You played at Peninsula Community College last year, champions. And tell me about that experience, Miranda. How has the NWAC helped you in competing for the next level?
The NWAC just has a huge amount of talent. There's so many talented girls, and that's definitely helped me become prepared for this, just the competition. And just the different coaches and players you get to meet are just great people and have helped me move on.
And what does it mean to play for a championship team? You know, did you know from the beginning of practice last year that, hey, this team's something special? What were some of the indicators that made it, wow, maybe we can win this?
Yeah, in our first preseason tournament, we were playing the defending champs, and we had gotten killed by them, Columbia Basin, my freshman year. And they're our first game my sophomore preseason year. And I remember in warm-ups telling one of our freshmen, like, I feel great about this team. Like, I feel like we're gonna win it this year. And that was from just the first game. Yeah, our team just had this mindset, like, we can win it this year. We're talented, like, we have the drive, the competitiveness, and the coaching staff to do it. Yeah.
And speaking of the coaching staff, Allison Crum, great coach there at Peninsula. Of course, you got Coach of the Year. How has Coach Crum helped you in your game?
She's just an amazing person on and off the court. She definitely like preaches like what translates, or what we learn on the court translates off. And she's just a stickler for the little things and just working hard every single day and being a championship player and a championship team every day in practice, not just in games.
Well, here you are now in the Cascade Conference, probably one of the toughest conferences in the nation, playing for Multnomah University. And Multnomah University, a brand new team in the conference this year. And how was it that you chose Multnomah University? Because I'm sure you had other offers.
It was the coaching staff. I just really enjoyed meeting them and how they valued me not only as a player but as a person as well. And I also came to visit and met some former players and current players, and yeah, I just fell in love with the program here.
Great. You're here at Multnomah University now. What are some of your goals as an athlete? And also you're here, hopefully academically as well, and how is that going to further your career?
So athletically, I'm just super excited to be a part of a team that's in its building stages still, to be a part of that growth. And academically, I'm a business major, so I'm just looking for a lot of guidance, and hopefully that this school is going to open a lot of opportunities for me.
Okay, great. So on the court, off the court, what would you say success means to you?
Success on and off the court. I'd say on the court, it's not always about winning. It's kind of just meshing and growing as a team, and then I think winning comes along with that. When you grow together and just work hard together, you usually end up win games. Off the court, I think also it just has a lot to do with growing as a person and being able to just experience new things, and yeah, just finding happiness.
Great. Would you say winning means everything?
No, definitely not. I mean, winning is great and it's fun. Everyone wants to win, but yeah, I've won and I've lost, and it's not everything. It's fun, but not everything.
So how would you define that, Miranda? You know, winning's not everything, but you always play to win. No one wants to lose.
Yeah.
So how would you put that in perspective when you do win and when you lose?
To put it in perspective, I would just say that everything's a learning experience, and when we're not winning, we take those times and like, what can we learn from this? How can we grow? But I mean, winning at the same time is just an awesome feeling. But there are still things that everyone needs to work on. And
You know, with the NWAC, their themes are character, competition, community. I think we've talked about your character, competition. What is it like being in a small community like Peninsula, coming from Honolulu, Hawaii?
yeah, it was a tough transition, just being kind of cut off from cities and yeah, anything really. It's a tiny town. But the community that we had there was just amazing. They're so supportive, and we could just go to a Walmart and people would be like, hey, great game last night, and you had no idea who they were. And they're just like, yeah, everyone is just so supportive, and that makes it a lot easier to transition.
Great. Hey, let's talk about a little bit some fun things here. Tell me, who's your favorite athlete?
Athlete, Derrick Rose.
And why Derrick Rose?
He's just an amazing ball player, like high IQ, super athletic, plays for my favorite team, Bulls.
Okay, okay, great.
But also I think he's a great role model. Just he's faced a lot of adversity and injuries, and no matter what people have to say about him, he's plays his game, works as hard as he knows he can. And
Great.
Yeah.
Everybody has a hero in life, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, dead or alive. Who would you say your hero would be, and why?
my hero, my grandma. She's just an extraordinary person. She's helped me set a lot of goals for myself and where I want to be. A lot of them are to kind of be like her in the way that she's lived her life and achieve things no matter what she's been through.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, Miranda, you're once a Pirate, Peninsula Pirate. Now you're a Multnomah University Lion, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
Character.
And welcome back. Clackamas Community College in Oregon City. It is the NWAC Game of the Week with NSN providing you the entertainment. So Gary Akiyama, 33-30 in favor of the visiting Umpqua Riverhawks. Clackamas, though, they're bringing the effort right now. A couple of plays go the other way. They could have the lead at half. But first of all, you wanted to do a correction, Mr. Abacus. Go right ahead.
Right, yeah. So let's talk about the turnovers. So it's 13 turnovers for the Riverhawks, 5 for the Cougars, and then rebounds was the 27-19 differential with the Riverhawks, 8 more rebounds. So basically the second half can Umpqua penetrate and do even more than they did first half against Clackamas' zone? And let's see if Umpqua's man-to-man will work, or if the coaches have done some adjustments.
Yes, apologies out there for our columns and stat reading. We just got a bit too excited. So looking at the halftime stats, Joe Payne, like you were saying, just does a little bit of everything for the Riverhawks.
Yeah, she's 12 points for the first half, and Jasmine there with the ball now also has 12 points for the Riverhawks. So both come a David and Goliath scenario, if you will, with Joe Payne being the big post at 12 points, and Jasmine, the little spunky guard, with 12 points.
Well, and there's Plattner right there. Very nice. Collects that left-handed layup. And I was looking at her on the stat sheet there first half. She was struggling. 2 points to go with a couple of boards, but 3 points to go with a couple of boards and a couple turnovers. She averages a lot more than that, so it was really nice for her to get on board there.
Right. Really only the two players that are on track, Joe Payne, averaging 20 points a game over at 12, and then goes another 2, so 14 points.
Great start for Payne for the second half.
And Jasmine's more than doubled hers, so she's only averaging 6 points a game, so she's doubled her production already.
Oh, very nice passing by the Riverhawks, but not quite. Rebound was collected by number 12, Maddie Pape. Ball's worked around. Shot no good. Payne with the rebound, and Clackamas is up 34-33 to start this third quarter.
Yeah, things are still going to have to run through Joe, though. She's going to have to not only rebound, well, high arc there, my word. That was almost out of the rim.
Oh, yeah. Lindley, she had that balance on top of the backboard for a little bit, and you could tell she was a little bit dejected when it didn't fall. There was a lot of effort behind that. So now what we're taking a look at here, and there's the replay here, and here's that fast break off the steal. And there's Plattner. Really nice move in there. And Mary Hutchins, props to her, too, for finding her on that fast break opportunity.
Yeah, they're going to need a lot more of that going on if they want to beat this Umpqua team.
Yeah, I think that was one of their first points off of turnovers. Right. I really do. Yeah. So right there, though, Umpqua comes back. They regain the lead, 35-34, and there was Payne in the transition. And see, that with the loose pass even, that gets the defense time to get set.
Yeah. And you try to pass with two hands. She was a little off balance there, that one-handed. That's why it almost went out of bounds, almost was a turnover.
Well, and I think Hutchins, she was able to collect it, Gary, and get a shot on goal, but it was against like 3 players all of a sudden because they were able to gain their time, when she went back to collect the ball.
Nice skip pass there.
Yeah, that's beautiful, but everything but the end.
Right.
So here comes Jasmine Davis. Nice dish.
Nice assist.
Oh, boy, she runs that break pretty. Maddie Pape collects the buckets on the assist from Davis. So Umpqua back up, 37-34. Lexi Pittman pulls a 3. There we go.
Yeah, looks like she's doing a great job. Small post. And basketball is not her first sport. Actually, she is the goalie on the soccer team.
Seriously.
So those long arms with that arc really helps on the threes.
Yeah, you need plays like that, Gary, just to keep things going. And Clackamas going to the bench. Rachel Johnny in for Lindley. So now we have this tie contest. Fantastic game so far, Gary. And you could see Umpqua is sagging in on anything down low, and they're basically daring him to shoot that 3 with that 2-3 defense there, right?
Yeah, right now they're into a 2-3.
And the goalie strokes another.
Yeah. Those long arms, I'll tell you.
Wow, what a boost, those 2 from Lexi Pittman. And now they collected on a turnover. Is it heat check? Heat check time. Is it Lexi Pittman once again? What do you think? They're going to call her number.
Well, I think, Lexi's got the hot hand right now. So as a coach, anytime you have someone with a hot hand, you let them shoot.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. 3 in a row.
Yep.
She's on fire, and Googs is on fire with his predicting, and that's why he is the coach. 43-37 in favor of the Clackamas Cougars.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Always go with the hot hand.
Oh, yeah, as you look at it here, Gary.
Right there, wide open.
And she just like, why not?
Yeah, she is.
Why not?
Yeah, right there.
Well, and that's the thing. Umpqua's just like, fine. We don't think you're going to hit it.
Well, that's the thing. And, if you're going to play that zone, you got to come out on the 3 on those shots. And they're just standing there like, okay, we dare you to shoot it. And I think coach is saying, hey, you got to come out now. They're red hot.
Well, and this reminds me a little bit of that Lane Clark College game we covered, Game of the Week last time, right?
Right.
Because remember the third quarter, Lane came out and established the dominance.
I wouldn't be surprised if Umpqua goes back to man, though.
Okay. And right now we're going to go to Shelby Meter with some insight. Shelby.
Speaking of Umpqua, I was just in their huddle, and I mean, you just saw what happened. The game, it's already changing, and so Umpqua, they have to start getting on their offensive. Like you're saying, they're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive with it, but we'll see what happens. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Shelby. And that goes right hand in hand what you were saying, Gary, about you'll see him on man defense a little more. Let's see here, but Joe Payne on the break opportunity.
Yeah, looks like a foul there.
Yeah, she drew the foul from Anna Mum right there.
Right.
So Payne in the open court. I think that's when she does quite a bit of her damage, Gary.
Yeah, she's better. Yeah, she really runs well, and she's really quick. And they love her on the open court. Of course, she can pound the ball as well. But for a post player, kind of really being almost like a point guard or off guard, that's a very unique quality.
Well, and look at it. Now 4 players, all 4 back. Because they respect Umpqua's transition game that much.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have to respect Umpqua with their players. They just have jets on, and speaking of the jet, there's the main jet right there.
Yeah, well, and I could see she's just too quick, I think, for them to even guard her, man-to-man on the inbounds place. And there you go.
Nice follow-through by Umpqua.
Yep, clean up on aisle 10, Sawyer Klug sealed that up. 44-39, so that kind of stops the momentum a little bit. And let's see, Pittman's swinging over there. Let's see if Payne looks for her. She sure does. Lexi. Almost, but really good presence of mind for her to swing down on the baseline.
Yeah, you notice Umpqua there went back into man.
Yep, just like you called it. And there's the three-pointer there by number 11, Sid Clark. No good. Here comes Payne down the floor over to Kluber. And there she is again with the ball.
Yeah.
Jasmine Davis on her. See, she's just sagging off.
Yep, they're sagging.
Just sagging. Yep, foul on Davis, though.
Yeah, that was not what I call a real smart foul.
Well, and the thing was, Hutchins was coming over there, Gary, but the play was taking a bit of time to develop.
Right. And that was intentional. They wanted to, just throw off Umpqua and make him, think what's going on.
Kind of a lull him to sleep kind of thing?
Right.
Okay.
And then you have your cutter.
Oh, good pass from Pittman down low. Over to Rachel Johnny, kicks it to Payne.
See, split him.
Oh, she did. Wonderful move there, Joe Payne. So here comes Umpqua back. It's back down in the post. No surprise there, Gary, and Maddie Pape does the damage.
Yeah, Maddie's trying to get on track again.
And it seems right now, Gary, Umpqua's hitting the inside hard on their offensive possessions, and Clackamas using those skip passes and trying by hook or by crook just to get a shot off, whether it's a 3 or a fast break opportunity or something. It's kind of a collection of things where Umpqua's just pounding it.
Yeah, there they go, pound it once again inside. You got to block out and be in position if you want to stop that
and
threat.
That's just like Coach Martineau said at the beginning, in their pep talk, box out. And now Lindley's coming in just to do exactly that.
Right, you need those tall posts in there to block out, get the boards.
Well, or someone who has the desire just to get in there, right, Gary?
Absolutely.
And you were saying last time we were on the Game of the Week about how the rules have changed, too. With no elbows in the back or anything of the sort.
Right.
Which changes the way you might want to think about rebounding and establishing position.
Right, yeah. When you want to defend, when someone's posting up and you cannot have that arm lean against their back.
And there was this last play by Joe Payne.
Yeah,
she split it like you said. She collected herself.
Well, she is so quick.
Yeah, deceptive. So deceptive. And here she goes to the line again. Boy, she makes a living at the line too, Gary.
Yeah, absolutely.
With as much as she handles the ball, I'd say she's probably handles about 80% of the offense, right?
Well, so far, yeah, pretty darn close to that.
Because they use her so versatile in the middle of the key, out at the 3 line. They just put her in different spots.
And that's tough for if you want to defend against her, because you don't know where is she going to bring the ball up? Is she going to be on the wing? Is she going inside? So if you play man-to-man on her, you're going to have a tough challenge.
So like I was referring to earlier, right before we went to Shelby, the last throw there, Gary, is that the game Lane and Clark, remember we had the David Goliath scenario, but Lane came out in that third quarter and just like established control. And Clark just kind of, was like, okay, I guess this is our ball game, but not this one.
Yeah, this one, I really think it's going to go down to the wire. We've got 2 good teams, 2 well-coached teams, and it's just going to, be who really, I think it comes down to who has the least turnover.
Okay, mark it right here. Joe Payne taking a rest. 4-point lead, 4 minutes. Mark it, Gary. Write it down because we're going to come back to it. And see how they, if Coach Martineau can get a couple of minutes of her on the bench.
Yeah, she's been playing hard. You got to give her some breathing room.
Oh, but the breathing room was too much there as Maddie Pape, she's doing the damage this quarter, Gary. That's a 3-point attempt.
Nice shot.
Oh, dial that long distance. Mary Hutchins, how you doing right there? And foul on the play. And that was Sid Clark penetrating there, drawing the foul. Tell you, Clackamas is getting those timely threes right now, Gary. Lexi Pittman went on that run, and right there, Hutchins dialed it.
Yeah, Mary Hutchins shooting 40% from three-point land this season, so she can make them.
So she has some experience with it. Yeah, they Clackamas. I like their attitude on the court, Gary. The game faces are real good. They're really dialed in right now.
Yeah, they're a well-disciplined team. Nice steal.
Steal by Plattner. Let's see if she seals it. Oh, just a bit outside. So here it comes, Umpqua. And that's Jasmine Davis. Good D. She has to kick it out.
Nice distribution.
Ah, there you go. And that would be Sawyer Klug, who we were kind of waiting for.
Yeah.
With the 3.
Yeah, she has to get going as well as Anna Mum. But Jasmine's really stepping up to the plate this game.
Oh, she sure is. Oh, there's a steal. Oh, but the ball is loose. Picked back up by Hutchins. Over to Lexi Pittman. Can she convert? Ah, snuffed. And here comes Umpqua. Jasmine Davis leading the break. Nice deal. Sawyer Klug for 3.
Ooh, in and out.
Oh, in and out. Lexi Pittman contact on the play. They are going to call the foul on number 30, Olivia Williams. And there was that 3 from Hutchins, Gary. Beautiful form, a little bit of arc on it. Good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Olivia Williams, watch for her, too, because she is shooting 61% from the field.
Yeah, she seems like one of those deceptive players.
Her and Chantal Jackson on the team, number 40. I don't think she's out there right now, but they can shoot it.
Yeah, they come in on that next wave of substitutions, and it's like, oh, surprise, they're going off.
Yeah. Those are tops in the NWAC conference as far as their percentage.
So Pittman misses the first one. Let's see if she can convert the second, as Clackamas has the 2-point lead. And she does. She converts the second. The lead is 3. Joe Payne back in. 2:40 left, Gary. So what they get about a minute 20 out of off the bench.
Yep.
And the lead stayed, right? Because it was 3 points.
Right.
There you have it.
Yeah, that was good coaching.
Yep. Martineau got what he needed out of that. Nice. And didn't we just talk about her?
Yep.
Didn't we just talk about Olivia Williams?
Yep.
Yep. Bit 'em.
That's 61% right there.
Well, yeah, you could tell she's not going to take a lot, but when she is, really effective.
Yeah, very high percentage shots.
Hutchins to Plattner, over to Payne. They're trying to find an opening in that zone. Let's see if Payne can split it. Oh, yeah.
Nice drop back pass.
That would be a resounding yes.
Yes.
Wow. So they kind of withstood the rush there that Umpqua came out with at the beginning of the quarter. 2 minutes to go, 53-50.
Yeah, this will
Clackamas.
be a nice timeout called by Coach Martineau.
So you be the coach, man. Be the coach because you are the coach. Talk about what Coach Martineau's going through here.
Well, I think what he's doing as well is giving them a little breather. Watch Joe Payne, their little back step, nothing but net. You know, she's dangerous inside there. You've got to at least have your hand up to block that.
Multi-skill set. So
Right.
back to Coach. And we're actually going to go to break right now, so we'll be back shortly on NSN.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
Changing over here on Clackamas. They're kind of rearranging the court right now. Their coach is looking at it and he's seeing that Umpqua is coming in from behind, so they're going to move around their blocking and see hopefully if that helps them out. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Shelby. So you were listening to what she was saying. She was in the Umpqua huddle. Kind of expand on that a little bit.
Yeah, I think basically come out and post up on the players, and also just block out on when we shoot and when they shoot, you know, just to control the boards. It's about controlling the boards right now and making a statement, and that's what I think Umpqua coach wants to do.
Well, and how important it is when you're on the block to get that ball in there, get your position established, because that's when they were doing the damage.
Right. Yeah, they see right there, they didn't block out, and Joe Payne gets the boards.
Anamum with the miss on the second one there, so it's 53-52 in favor of Clackamas. And there was Plattner looking for some daylight. Joe Payne. Oh, amidst two people trying to get the steal, ball is worked around. Nice inside-outside passing right there, but very good adjustments by Umpqua.
Good movement right now by Clackamas.
Yeah.
Tough defense, though, by Umpqua.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jasmine Davis, hand on the shot by Plattner. Here comes Umpqua. Williams bringing it
Nice.
in. Oh!
You got to finish.
You do, and Lindley.
Did they get that foul?
Let's see what they're saying, or if it's out of bounds. She brought the height in there, Gary. She crashed the boards right there with a capital C.
Great pass there by Olivia. No look pass. Love that pass.
Well, and that was a wonderful thing there, Gary. I'm sure if you're putting a practice together and you talk about ball movement and defense movement, that was fantastic by both sides.
Yeah. Hats off to both teams right now. Both of them are really playing well.
Well, and it's pretty clean basketball, too, and there's just a lot of good ball movement.
Yeah, they're just not hesitating. They're trying to get the open shot. Nice pass there, inside move.
With the cool left right there for Anamum, but it just didn't quite convert.
Yeah, that's the advantage with Anamum. She can go to the left because she's left-handed.
That would do it.
Yeah.
So right now, Clackamas has the ball there. Let's see what happens. You know, everything's ran through Joe Payne except for the brief three-point barrage by Lexi Pittman. So let's see what we get now.
Yeah, they're playing like a diamond offense right now with a weak side.
Well, and they started Lindley at the top on that offensive set, Gary.
So let's see what happened. It looks like it went off of
it looks like a
Umpqua.
kickball play.
Yeah, I think that went off of Jasmine's foot.
All right, 16 on the shot clock. Let's see what happens. See if they try to reset the whole thing up top, and they sure do. So let's see what we get. Oh, she wanted to pull the trigger right there.
Right.
Hutchins wanted another one of those threes. 8 seconds. Here's the thing, Gary. Can they keep calm enough? There we go. Beautiful look inside. Almost.
Nice rebound.
Pittman had Lindley there for a real nice find. It's too bad it didn't go down there. And here comes Umpqua back. Here comes the attack. I mean, everything, Gary, is getting to the basket.
Yep.
Clackamas really stacking that zone in there right now. Such a chess game, Gary. Such a chess game.
It is. A lot of daring going on there. Oh,
wow.
Olivia just tried
interesting.
To go for the
Yeah,
basket.
Williams almost first intended.
Yeah.
She took the
Almost.
2 steps.
Yeah.
I think she wanted to foul on that thing. And Payne wanted to foul but didn't get it. And that was right at the end of the third quarter, and I think that's probably why there was no whistle.
Yeah.
Inadvertent. But, yeah, what a wonderful third quarter. And it could be a nail-biter, Cougs.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's going to come down to, I believe it's going to come down to whoever can, cause the least amount of turnovers. And I think it's going to come down to who can finish and as well as the free throws. Those three concepts are what's going to win this game.
Well, and Clackamas, which was down 3 at the half, 33-30, is now up by a point.
Yeah.
And you can see right there, we talked about Lindley crashing it there. And it's like you said, there's been a couple of plays where Umpqua just hasn't quite been able to finish.
Right, it's all about finishing right now. And Coach is saying that, listen, ladies, what we got to do, we got to finish. We got to contain the boards. In fact, we got to control the boards. And so he's just telling them, everything we've been talking about.
And we're going to go to break, but we will be back shortly. 53-52 in favor of the Cougars. And back at you here, live from Cougar Country. And this is the campus of Clackamas Community College. The contest between the Cougars, the home team, and the visiting Umpqua Community College Riverhawks.
Yeah, another turnover there. You got to cut that down. That's one of the three. You need to contain your turnovers.
And there's Payne at the top of it there, trying to find some kind of opening. They did a really good job of not letting her gain any steam to go do some damage.
Right, yeah, she's on track. She's already scored 20 points, Mike, so she's more than her average right now. So
well, and what she's doing, Gary, she's really trying to distribute right now, more than trying to score. She's trying to get other people involved in it. And here's Jasmine Davis. Almost. She got behind the back from Pittman, but the ball was loose. There's Sawyer Klug. What were we talking about? She is so textbook on the mid-range game.
Well, that's her game. I mean, Sawyer, if she had the choice, she would take that shot. She's a team's leading scorer, and she can rebound as well. She's had 3 double-doubles this season, so she can do it all.
Yeah, that's very true. Very interesting, Gary, because we thought it was her squad, so to speak, but Jasmine Davis really runs it. Right. Oh, nice hustle and heart right there. Oh, that's fantastic stuff. That's number 22, Nicole Hermoso Wright.
Yeah. That was nothing but effort right there.
Oh, fantastic. And let's see if she can get an and one out of it. And see, that's what Clackamas needs to keep up this upset bid right here, is just other people stepping up, making the most of the opportunities.
Yeah, I think what they're trying to do is, not have Joe do all the scoring.
And she crashed the boards, Gary, but they called the foul.
Oh, my word.
And then here's the play right here, Gary. She snuck in there.
Tough break.
Nice. Just heart right there. But, yeah, she crashed there. I thought she really had the turnover.
That was a great effort.
Yeah, sure was. So, Umpqua being the favorite here, Gary, what would you think they need to do to establish the lead? What do you think?
Well, I think they're just going to have to get off and start scoring here. Play their game, take their time, but just get in the basket, shoot those hoops.
And that was not what you were thinking.
No,
it was a good look, though.
Good look,
it didn't go down.
Yeah, that was a real good look.
And there's the corner there. They've had some success there. So Joe Payne at the top. Looking at that corner again, but no. Skip pass. 15 seconds left in the shot clock. There's time. Yeah. Oh.
I think it was a...
Yeah, I kind of thought Pittman might have hooked her. It was one of those could go either way things, but it ended up on number 12, Maddie Pave, the foul.
That's not a bad foul if you're going to do a foul. I mean, that was a good effort.
And there we go.
Blocked.
Lindley picked it up off the block, but no. And here they come. There's Sawyer Klug. Good double by Clackamas. Good double. Way to get them to give the ball up. Umpqua had a good look there from Sid Clark, but they did a really nice job when Klug started getting too deep in there. They doubled her and made her give the ball up.
Yeah, so then you had to shoot outside.
Yeah, I think Martineau kind of put it in their heads.
Right.
You've got to double on Klug when you can.
Right. I think Umpqua needs to try to go inside to get the inside basket and possibly an and one or foul. When it's a close game like this, the fouls start adding up, and it could be an important moment in the game.
And Umpqua making a substitution, number 40, Shanta Jackson, 5'11" sophomore, getting some minutes. See if she can buy them some time in their post rotation. So 55-54 in favor of the home Cougars. And another skip pass. They've really utilized the skip pass there, Gary, this half.
They pass well. They're very disciplined in their passing game. I'm very impressed with that.
Yeah, it's been very clean, working that ball around. There we go. The 3 by Kluber. Not quite. Or by Plattner, I should say. And Jasmine Davis trying for that roll. Not quite. Here comes Joan Payne. Up ahead. Can they convert? Yes, they can. Beautiful assist to Nicole Hermoso Wright. She's had a couple of big hoops here too, Gary. See, they're getting enough from other players.
Right. That's going to be the key. You just can't depend on Joe or they're second on Joe, so there's got to be somebody open.
Oh, good stuff.
That's a foul.
Yeah, that was right off a triple team. Yep, Lindley just put the foul on her, and that was fine. They knew. So here's Joe Payne, Gary, right up ahead to Hermoso Wright.
Yeah, nice pass and just stop.
Like how she collected herself so her man could get past her.
Yeah, that's a good heads up. That's being aware of who's behind you as well.
So Sawyer Klug at the line. It's been the Sawyer Klug show the second half for Umpqua. So let's see from Bremerton, Washington.
Yeah.
From what I see on the roster, the only Washingtonian of the bunch.
Right, but UCC has a history, believe it or not, Mike, of getting gals from Bremerton, Washington.
Serious? There's a pipeline, huh?
Good pipeline there.
Nice. Well, and that's the good programs, Gary. They get those pipelines and keep them going for many years.
Right.
And the three-pointer there, not quite for Plattner. Oh, she would love to get one down, Gary. She would love to get one knocked down.
Oh, nice move.
And who did we talk about?
Yep.
She's sneaky, Olivia Williams.
That was a great move, not only going to the hoop, but letting that defender on the other side foul her. That's smart. That's nothing but smartness.
Well, and she's really been filling the lanes. Great in the transition game.
Yeah. One of the other players that, it's quiet, but they depend on her.
Part of the sneaky crew for Umpqua. So couldn't quite convert that one, but it's 58-57 Umpqua. And this is BYOG, bring your own guts, Gary. That's what this one is here.
It's going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, it really is. I don't think Payne's sitting for the rest of the game, to be honest.
Yeah, she might get a little breather. But
it better be quick, Gary.
Yeah, it'll be a minute or two.
Let's see. Can she can that?
No. Oh, boy.
Oh, that was too bad for Hermoso Wright right there.
Oh,
Jasmine Davis.
Nice give and go.
And one to Sid Clark.
Well, I was telling you, they need to penetrate inside because when it comes down to the game here in the later stages, the fouls on the other teams are going to be so crucial. And you go inside, you're going to score and get an and one, or if you don't score, you'll be on the line.
Well, Jasmine Davis, I think she should be at a casino part-time because she's dealing. She's dealing like 21, Gary.
Yeah. She's a good dealer, the good distributor.
Put the chips in, baby. Here we go, right there, right back at her.
Yeah.
Beautiful run by Sid Clark.
Yeah, nice give and go.
Yes. Davis and Clark show on that one.
And Sid Clark, she's only been back a few weeks, by the way. She's missed 7 to 8 games because of an injury. You wouldn't tell by the way she's playing tonight.
Wow, so 60-57 in favor of Umpqua Riverhawks. Here we go. Can Pittman get the 3 back? Yeah!
Oh, that goalie's hot.
Clock hasn't struck midnight yet. Lexi Pittman, her 4th 3 of the half. 60 apiece. 5.5 to go in the final frame. Wonderful game today here on NSN. Oh, Lindley with
nice
the snuff.
block.
And she's hustling for that ball. Plattner comes up with it. And here we go. Guess who's bringing up? Joe Payne.
Yep.
What are they looking for, Gary? What's going to happen?
Well,
Predict it.
They're spreading it wide right now, so they're going to look for an inside game. There's be cutters. They're going to look for inside. If the outside happens to be open, they'll take it.
Skip past to
that's not
Payne, but
gonna-
it just
yeah.
quite didn't happen.
That hurt. That hurt.
Yep, it was a skip pass on steroids, unfortunately.
Yep.
So, yeah, looking back at the last play there, Lexi Pittman just spotting up.
Yeah, and I'm glad, good for Lexi, because on the year she's only shooting 21% from three-point land.
Wow, and she just got the confidence rolling with those first couple, Gary, and it's like, why not?
Yeah, 3 points are always confidence builders.
Yeah, you got that right. And yeah, the bucket starts getting bigger when you hit a few, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Heat check. So, yeah, Jasmine Davis flipping over there. 3 is no good. Pittman with the rebound. And let's see what happens. So Plattner bringing it up, but I think she's going to look for Joe Payne here pretty quick. Over to Pittman in that corner.
Diamond offset.
There
she
you
popped.
go.
No, too late.
Yeah, there's her work.
There you go. Someone's going to be. Oh, nice
good coverage. Oh, Lexi. Lexi.
She is on fire.
Yep, if this was a video game, she would have flames coming off her right now. For another 4 minutes, keep feeding her the ball.
Well, Clackamas is running that offense set. They're running that diamond, and when the diamond is with the offset, you have one in the corner always open. Someone's always open. The pass there, good move.
Well, and who found her? Joe Payne.
Joe Payne, yeah,
That's good stuff. So, yeah, you're getting the coach speak in there right now. And it's like, Coach Martineau, what's he saying? Give me a quick one here.
Well, Coach Martineau say, hey, just keep it up. If they're going to play that set against us, then let's go into diamond, where there's always one person on either the left or the right side that's going to be open.
All right, we'll be right back after a quick break. 62-60 Cougars on NSN. And back at you. We are live today. The campus of Clackamas Community College. An upset happening? We will find out. So Umpqua bringing the ball back in really quick, Gary. If you're the other coach there at Umpqua, what were you saying in the huddle?
You're saying, hey, let's penetrate inside, get the ball inside, and
we're going to go to Shelby Meter to find out what was happening in that huddle. Take it away, Shelby.
Hey guys, so I was just in the Umpqua huddle, and right now they're just trying to energize the girls. It's a really close game. They're down to the wire. It's 4 minutes left, so it could honestly be anybody's game at this point. So we'll have to see what happens. Back to you.
And thank you very much, Shelby. So continue your thought, Mr. Googs.
Yeah, so they're saying let's penetrate inside, have them collapse inside and shoot inside, get the foul, or have someone out in the open. But Joe Payne's coming through right now.
Oh, she's like, put this thing on my back. Put this upset on my back. 64-60 in favor of Clackamas. So let's see if Umpqua can answer. What a great game, great contest by two teams just leaving it out on the floor, Gary.
Yeah, they've left nothing behind, I'll tell you that. It's 110%.
And the intensity right now, it's just getting thick in here. 32. 32. She had the rebound. Anna Mum thought she went over the back a little bit, but she collected it. Couldn't get the follow-through. So here comes Payne back. 64-60. Let's see if the lead increases or if Umpqua can make a stand.
Well, I think Clackamas can take their time per se right now with a 4-point lead.
And I love this shot, Gary. Joe Payne versus number 22 for Umpqua, Sawyer Klug. 4 on the shot clock. Let's see. It's loose. Lindley's got to put it up.
No. Good defense.
Well, she might have tweaked something, too. Yeah, she tweaked something. Let's see. Martineau's going to the bench.
Yeah, you can tell she's in pain,
she kind of slid on something there, unfortunately.
Yep.
Tough break. Tough break for the Cougs. Rachel Johnny in for her. So Umpqua, they made a stand, Gary. They locked it down. They got a turnover. Now what?
Yeah, got to stop. They're just trying to, run their set right now. Just go inside, I would,
Boy.
Yeah.
Over 3 defenders.
But that's what they've been doing all season, and that didn't surprise me.
And so many good results for them with that, too. Anna Mum with the conversion there. You're totally right out of the timeout, Gary. The last 2 possessions right in the middle.
Yep. Go in the middle. Make your shot. Have them foul you. Double team there on Joe Payne.
Plattner for the 3. Not quite. Could have used it.
Yeah.
All right, here comes Umpqua. Kicking it up.
Yep, take their time.
Yep, and guess where they're going. Guess where they're going, Gary.
I'll
give you 3. See, there it is, right in the middle. That was good defense too, Gary.
Yeah, that was. But that was a great shot.
That's Sawyer Klug.
Yep.
Wow.
Here we are, tied up, Maverick.
Speaking of putting it on her back. Oh, wow, 1:46 to go, 64 apiece. Fantastic game. Thank you for joining us here on this Saturday afternoon, and thank you to the NWAC for providing such a fantastic place for basketball.
Umpqua playing man right now.
And here we go. Spin cycle. It's kicked around. Joe Payne down to 3,
wide open.
2, 1, and convert. And 1, baby.
Yeah. So, Umpqua tried to collapse on top there. When you collapse on top and you have a crafty player like Joanne, she's going to go right up the middle because the middle's wide open now.
Oh, my goodness. That was fantastic, and just drain the clock to nothing.
And then when Joe goes to the hoop, you're going to have to stop that, and then it results in and 1.
That's fantastic. So let's see if she converts. Not quite. Mum with the rebound. Here we go, Gary. 1:20, 66-64. They need a stop. And amidst the double team, Sawyer Klug split it. The ball is loose.
Wow.
It's going to the Cougars.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
This is so intense right now.
Gary, that was so close. Here's that beautiful play by Payne. Take us through it a minute.
Wide open, splits them, causes a foul. You got to stop her, and they fouled her.
Love the fist pump there at the end, too. Show that emotion.
Yeah, most of the time you do that, you're going to get fouled.
So possession of the game right here, Googs. Is this it?
Yeah.
Is this your possession?
I would say it is.
I'm thinking this is so key to this game.
Yeah, this is very crucial now.
Oh, good defense right now. It's down to 11. And look at that, Klug on Payne. Who would have it any other way? The double down by Williams. Lexi Pittman, can she do it? Not quite. Loose ball. It's loose. Who hit that last?
Who hit that ball?
Oh, it's going to Umpqua.
Umpqua. 39.9 seconds left, Maverick.
Oh, 30 on the shot clock. So, by theory, the Cougars will get it back one more time, but let's see what the Riverhawks bring here.
Yeah, what you don't want to do is have a basket and 1. Clackamas, they can't afford to foul that. They're going to go inside.
Inside to Mom.
Oh, there it is. Tied up,
Count
Maverick.
it, baby. All right, timeout, Googs, timeout. What do you do? Looks like Coach Martineau's calling for it.
Is he calling?
Yeah,
he's calling for a 30.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my word.
66 apiece, 23.6 seconds left. Gary, my heart is like jumping right now.
This game is as Bill. I told you it was going to come down to the wire.
If they can convert a shot here, well, as we're looking at this last replay,
Jasmine
such
passes,
a clutch,
nice passing,
by
nice
Mom.
distribution,
yeah, beautiful distribution. So, if they can pull a hoop off here and somehow manage a win, that throws the conference upheaval.
Yeah, that would change it because as right now, Umpqua's 4-0, Clackamas is 2-1. This could be an important win for Clackamas, and it could be a momentum game for them. They would advance to 3-1, and Umpqua drops to 4-1 in conference.
Well, and in the meantime, you have Lane just steamrolling things.
Yeah, they're still undefeated.
In our next NWAC game of the week, you were telling me it was going to be back here.
Yeah,
for the women's.
It's going to be a thriller.
And it was going to be Clackamas versus
Umpqua. I mean Lane. That's going to be a big game.
Just going to be huge.
Big game. Oh, foul there.
Yeah.
There's a foul there.
Foul on Williams. She knew it. She knew it. On
Pittman. There's a foul there.
Is that for shooting? Yep, 2 shots, Googs.
Yeah.
So the goalie, Googs.
Yep, the goalie with her long arms. Obviously, it's an important shot here. I mean, that's pretty obvious.
Numerous threes, a couple of nice little mid-rangers the second half. You see Joe Payne huddled up the teammates, let them know what's going on because she's kind of that coach on the floor. So let's see, Pittman. First one's in.
Yeah, she's 65% on the year from free throwing.
That looked awful good, Googs.
Yeah, so that was nothing but net. She's feeling very confident.
Well, and there's always that stat, Gary, within the last 2 minutes of the game.
Right.
There's always that.
Nice touch.
And here's a timeout.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness, what do we got here? So, Umpqua, what do you want to do here? What's your play? Are you kicking 3, or are you going to kick it inside and go for the tie or an and 1?
You're going to go inside and hope for and 1. Tie it for sure, and then they're probably going to have an end 1. Because when you go inside in this type of a game, you got to stop them inside. So I don't think they're going to go by the 3. They're going to try to penetrate inside.
Well, it looks like Coach is trying to let them know, do the motion first.
Right.
Then kick it inside.
Yeah, motion.
Motion, inside.
And I would say Umpqua's going to spread their offense very wide to create those gaps.
And the Cougars coming out trying to get one more stop.
Yeah. It's
one more stop.
What a thrill of this game is. I mean, it's both teams working 150%. I mean, both teams want it. You can tell.
Oh yeah, another timeout. So
yeah.
you get some extra Cougs time. You get extra coach time here. Gary Akiyama from Multnomah University. So talk about this a little bit. What's Martineau doing really quick?
Coach Martineau says, you got to come out if they're going to shoot the 3. Do not foul. Do not foul inside. In fact, maybe even stand there and get a charge possibly. Kind of fake the charge. So don't foul if they go inside. At least the Tide will get the ball back if they shoot quickly.
Wow. I think it goes inside to Mum or Klug.
Yeah, you got to go with your percentage shots.
Definitely. So they're setting it up here, and Klug is inbounding. Klug inbounds. Right. The timeouts are done, Gary.
Yeah,
the clock is off.
Yeah, that makes it so intense.
Aye. Here's prime time. Here's the chant from the crowd. Bring it. Bring it.
Clackamas showing zone.
Yeah, they're kicking around. There's that inside, but it's knocked away. Payne's got it.
Yeah.
Timeout.
Yeah.
Martineau calls the timeout before the foul even.
We got stats for 32. We got stats for number 32 not getting into the game yet.
So we're in here for the last timeout, perhaps.
Well, unfortunately, let's watch this.
What happened on the possession?
Has the ball, and right there, they're trying to get it to somebody, but it's tapped away.
Lindley reached over just enough without contact.
Yeah, she did not foul.
And I think what happened was there's that little slide step Klug had before she fed it that let Lindley reach in.
Umpqua has no choice now. They have to foul, and they have to foul quickly.
Yes, I think you're right, but we talked about it. Free throw, you could do it. There's a possibility to foul and get the ball back.
Right.
With a chance to win it.
Yeah, that's what it came down to. It's going to have to be a quick foul now.
All
there
right,
they go.
Lexi
right
Pittman.
there, right there.
And she calmly canned the last 2.
Right.
Just a minute ago, Gary.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the right person to foul, but of course she had the ball, and Umpqua didn't have a choice. They had
well, you
to
really
foul.
don't, because look at the time.
Yeah,
and they need the ball back, Gary, because even
yeah.
down by 4, they can go attack the basket.
Yeah, that shot there pretty much, would close it. She makes this, it's game over, unfortunately, but what a great game.
Oh, this has been phenomenal. Just such a great effort. And she cans that.
Yep.
So let's see. Martineau saying no foul. But Umpqua is getting their last gasp timeout because they need 2 or 3, and they need a turnover, a foul.
Yeah, so what they're going to do here is, I'm sure Coach Strickland says, we're going to go for the three. You go either for the 3-point and hope you get fouled, but they're probably, this is a tough situation when you're 2 possessions away with only 10.9 seconds.
Right.
There's no 4-point play that I'm aware of.
No, so you're going to see something real quick, Gary, off that inbound, either one pass into the post, or you're going to get one pass and take the 3.
Yeah. So, and even then, you're going to have to foul again quickly.
Yeah, but with this game, Gary, anything can happen.
Yeah.
We've seen that. You've seen it in your coaching career.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened, believe it or not.
Well, because we're talking about human beings, and I know if you and I would get in something like this, we could fold.
Yeah, we could easily do a turnover. Panic. Yeah, here, I don't want it. You take it.
Yeah, I do that even when there's no pressure.
Yeah. So Jasmine, look at her. Look how calm and poker face she is.
Exactly. When you have someone like
emotion.
that manning the ship, Gary.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So this is going to be an interesting set here.
It's been interesting because Umpqua really hasn't got the threes going the second half.
Clackamas playing.
They're taking a bit of time, Gary. Maybe too much time.
Too much time.
Yeah,
Way
too much time for that three, and it's off.
Yeah.
And Joe Payne, of course, gets it, and time runs out.
Right. Wow.
An upset special, baby.
Wow.
Game 1 of our doubleheader turns out to be huge. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. What an effort.
And rightly
Putting it in standing O from some of the student body here that made the trip out today to Oregon City.
What a great game.
Fantastic.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better first game.
No. Clean played, Gary.
Yeah.
Great competitiveness. It was just fantastic.
Right.
And tell me what ended up doing it for them.
Well, I think what ended up doing it for Clackamas is, their clutch free throws. They down the wire. They made their free throws. That was the last desperation shot by Jasmine. Had to go for the three, trying to double team. It's too late now. Clock's expired, and that's the end of the game.
Well, it's fitting. It's Joe Payne.
Yeah.
It's a tale of two halves.
Right.
Remember, she hits the three to end the half. And is kind of dejected. This time she collects it. She is much more than dejected.
Yeah. She's elated now. So what a great game by both teams. Just let their hearts out there on the court.
Well, and in that third quarter when Pittman canned the 3 threes right in a row, it gave him such a shot in the arm. And then when Mary Hutchins hit one there in that fourth quarter too, Gary, it was just little bits of pieces by everybody surrounded by a ton of Joe Payne.
Yeah. So, Joe is the real deal. 24 points, 6 assists, 1 block shot. But I'll tell you, Lexi Pittman from the free throw, 5 of 6, and from three-point land, 4 of 6. She really helped that. But give credit to Joe Payne. I think Shelby's going to be talking with her.
And right now we got Shelby Meter with our player of the game. Take it away, Shelby.
All right, guys, so I'm here with Joe Payne, player of the game. So I've been noticing the very last part of the game, the last 20 seconds, was really intense, and you pulled all the girls together in a huddle. What were you saying?
Well, our biggest thing, we didn't want to foul since we were up, and so we were going to either wait till they went past half court and then foul, and just play smart. Don't give them any and ones, don't give them easy looks, make them earn it. We pulled together, we had a great game. It's one of our best games this year. So
definitely, and you guys really earned it. And you're, versatile out there. They're putting you in so many different positions, and you definitely carried the team all the way through.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, back to you guys.
Well, and thank you very much, Shelby. And Gary, like we were talking about, when she huddled them in, when Pittman was taking the free throws, that's what your franchise does, right?
Right. Yeah. You absolutely. You're the team leader. You're the team spirit of that team, and she brought them together and just calmed them down and made them do things that that they're capable of doing. So Joe Payne's player of the game, but I'll tell you what, you always as a coach look for someone that you didn't expect to come through for you, and they did. And Lexi Pittman, she's my come through player, I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, the goalie. It's such a wonderful story, and this conference, the NWAC, there's so many stories like that, Gary.
Yeah. So the team, boosts them now to 3-1. Umpqua drops to 4-1, so it's going to be a horse race, as they say, in this conference, because any team can beat anybody at any given day, and this has been very proven. Clackamas in receiving vote category, I guarantee you after this game, they'll be in the top 10 somewhere.
Oh yeah, they're going to sneak ahead of Clark, and they're going to get up in that top 8 to 10 like you were talking about. And in the meantime, Lane's just like back there rubbing their hands with correct?
Yeah, Lane 16-0. This is going to be a great game when we come back here in February. Clackamas and Lane, it's going to be another thriller.
Oh, good stuff. And now we've got the men's game coming ahead here. Another great battle, high-scoring teams. What a great conference, the NWAC.
NWAC, they are all about high quality, high morale and high ethics, and that's why we like to recruit from the NWAC. I can't say enough good things about the NWAC. You probably saw that a little bit at halftime, talking to the NWAC players, former NWAC players, and as they move up into the NAIA or NCAA, it all started with the NWAC.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The term student athlete really applies for these people, and a lot of coaches with integrity in this conference, too.
Yeah, a lot of good coaches that have great tenures. Coach Strickland, Coach, all of them have done a great job. So we can't wait for to do this men's game coming right up.
And a quick preview of the men's game, Gary, what are we going to be looking at?
We're going to be looking at two teams with equal records. It's going to be another barn burner, I predict.
Oh, he always plays it so safe with the predictions, I tell you. But when you have a couple teams averaging 92 and 91 points a game, that's pretty safe to say the barn will be burnt tonight.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much right now for Game 1. Stay tuned, NSN. We got Game 2 coming up, NWAC Game of the Week.